Hi everyone, this is Seema, employee of Cherry Road Service India Private Limited. This is the Capstone project for the DocuSign CLM Implementation Consultant Accreditation Program. Now let's get started. As you see on my screen, I have logged into a Salesforce account as well as my DocuSign CLM tool. So now this is my dashboard. We shall click on the application launcher button. So in that we have various launching devices. Now the reason is we are getting into the Salesforce is because we want to access document generation form with the help of the Salesforce. For that need to go to the opportunity page. So this is the opportunity name. So the Burlington Textile Waving Plant. I'm going to click on the Burlington Textile Waving Plant Generator. So here Burlington Textile needs to create a contract with the help of the Salesforce. Now we are going to create a contract. So here we have an option. Click on the create a contract. Okay, once you create a contract, you will come into the DocuSign CLM page. As per Capstone guideline, we have created two templates in DocuSign CLM. So one is standard template and second one is third party template. As for recording, the standard template will be goes to the legal stage and third party template will goes to the sales manager approval. So now I'm going to click on the create a standard template. As we selected the Burlington textile, these informations are populated from the intake form. What are the values are coming here? This entire information is not coming to the DocuSign CLM. The information is coming to the opportunity page from the Salesforce to DocuSign CLM. Here the information of the contract information, the effective date is captured from the today's date and the customer name will be the captured by the opportunity page, street, city and state, country, postal code. This all the information is not coming to the DocuSign CLM. This all the information is coming to the opportunity page from the Salesforce environment. Here we have a department field. In that we have a different field. Here we are going to select a legal stage. And below we have a contact information and XYZ corporation informations. The contact information is client. We are going to sending the contract for the signature purpose and XYZ is the company for which I am going to working for the company. So here we have a option. So these fields are editable fields and we can edit the signatory name, signatory title, signatory email. So any point of the time we can edit these fields. Okay. So here all the informations are filled into the fields. Now we are going to click on the next. Okay, here we have a document. All the information of the intake form is merging to the merge tag. So here we can see, we can open this document. So this is the company name and see here this is the company name, customer name, street, city, postal code, all the information of the intake form is merging into the merge tag. Activation date and start date, the order date. So here all the information is going to update here. Okay. So and below we have a two signatory blocks of the two persons is merging is happening into these documents. This is the signatory blocks and automatically signed up once we are getting the e-signature process. So all the informations are merging from the intake form to the merge tag. And you could preview this form if you could go back if you need any edits. Here we here we just going to move forward by the clicking on the save. Okay, once you click on the save, the contract is going to save. Okay, as per Capstone guidelines, the standard template will be go to the legal stage without getting a sales manager approval. Okay, let's move on to the DocuSign CLM environment. Okay, this is the task window. And here my task menu is there. So we'll do the refresh here. Okay, my task is going to the legal team. Okay, the task was registered under the task folder. We also get an email notification which also mentioned that the legal person has been reminded that. So this is the particular document or contract is ready for review. And either you could log into your DocuSign CLM and have a look at the folder under the task folder, or you could directly use this particular link and you can log into the DocuSign CLM. So here I'm going to the task window. So here our task is in legal team here. So click on the legal reviewer here. Okay, let's move on to the info. This is for our task window. Let's move on to the info. Okay, this is the document information. So here the document information, the name is created as a create a standard template, and there is last modified date, added date. So all the information is updated here. Okay. Okay, next we are going to attributes. Here we have an attribute page. This page is created to capture the attributes informations with respect to the documents. So you can do the attribute page, make and edit or changes in this attribute fields. And next we are moving to the task. So here we have an option. So unselected, send for internal review, send for vendor review, send for signature, and cancel the workflow. Here we have an option. Okay, there is some problem in this contract. You will have a option of the cancel the workflow. So you can end this contract and you can start the once again. So and we have an option of a download here. So you can download the file here. You can download as a PDF in this contract here. And okay, once you download this contract, you can make the changes and you can upload the options. So now we have an edit options. Once you download the contract, you can make a edit and edit changes. You can do this, and we have an option of an upload a new version in this contract, and we have an option of the open the DocuSign edit. So open with the Office Online. We have an option on delete, copy, move, and so we have an option of copy the share link. So our contract we can copy and share the link also, and for signatures, and we can do the our document check-in and check-out and history. These are the options are available in this task window. So now we are going to sending the contract for internal review. Review the document. Click on the complete. For each and every stage of the task, The link is shared to your email. This is like a reminder will come when the task is going to assign. So we'll do the refresh. Now the task will be goes to the internet team. So here uh, we have a Salesforce environment. In that we are going to click on the details. Okay, when the contract is sending for internal review, the stage will be the internal review. So now we'll go to the DocuSign CLM environment here. Okay, this is the DocuSign CLM of the task window. So we are going to click on the internal team. So here we are going to click on the internal review. Okay, here we are going to select. So user have an option, either is selecting for sending this contract for internal user, or you can also send it for groups. So we are going to check box after these two. Or either you can send it for Seema directly from the users, or we can assign the contract for individual users, or you can also select the groups. We can assign the different groups within the environment. So now I'm going to click on the user of Seema, so of myself. So click on to the apply. Review the contract. Click on the complete. Once the task is assigned, the link will be shared to your email. This is like a reminder of your task. See here, the contract is ready for review. Okay. So next we will move to the task window. Okay, task will be goes to the my task here and click on this. In that my task we have a sales. So in that we have a internal reviewer. So here we have a please review and edit as a needed. Here first thing we are going to download this document. Download a file. Okay, once the document is downloaded, we just open this document, make it changes. Enable editing. So here we are going to edit this document. So once you edit it, just go on, save as. Edit it. Just click on the save. Okay, once you edit this document, so now we are going to click on the upload by the newer version. So we have an option here. So click on the upload newer version. So here we have two options. One is drag and drop here and choose a file. Click on the choose a file. So we are going to edit the document. Click on the open, save. Okay, once the document is uploaded, so here we are going to check the information is reflected here. So here, done. So everything is done. So we'll click on the task. Document. Click on the complete. For each stage of the task, the link is shared to your email account. This is like a reminder we'll get. Okay. So let's move on to the DocuSign CLM environment. This is our task window. So once the task of the internal review is completed, the task is routed back to the legal team. So click on the legal team. Refresh. Okay. Click and open this legal reviewer. Okay, here we are going to send the contract to the vendor review. So we have an option send for vendor review. Review the document. Click on complete. So here the Salesforce environment, when the contract is sent for vendor review, the stage will be the vendor review. So in that we are getting the mail from now we are going to getting the mail from the Gmail account. So we'll check here. So we'll do the refresh. So now we are getting the mail here from contract for negotiation. So now we are going to do the review the document. Okay, once the review the document is completed, you will get a mail from the thank you for review the document. So here we have an options. We can got it. So we'll move on to the one document for review. We'll do the download here. Here we first thing we done the download the document. Once the document is downloaded, we just open this document. So click on the enable editing. We are going to make it changes. So edit by internal. So now we are going to edit it by the external review. Okay, let's go on the save as. So we'll do the same. Once you make a changes, the document is going to click on the save. Okay. So we'll move on, click on the next. So here we have an option of an upload by the newer version. In the newer version, we have an option drag and drop here and select a file. Click on the selected file. So third party person will be going to the click on the click on the edited file. So let's click on it edited external reviewer. So click on open. Here the document is uploaded here. So let's move on to the next. So click on E, review the documents. So everything is done. We'll click on the finish. Complete. Okay, once the review the document is completed, you will get a mail from the thank you for your feedback for creating a standard template. Okay, we will going to open this document. So and you will get the email notifications. So your review is completed by the create a standard template. Just we are going to open this view. Okay, here as per requirement of the capstone, we are going to edit this document. So here this is the completed documents. So what we are uploaded. So here we are going to check the informations are reflected here, see here. So edited by the external review. Okay. Okay, this is the document of the completed of the vendor person. Okay, next we are moving to the task window. We do the refresh. Okay, once the task of the vendor review is completed, the task is routed back to the legal team. So here we're going to click on the legal team here. So we have a option of the legal reviewer. So now the contract is sending for the signature. Sign the contract. So click on the complete. Okay, here the Salesforce environment, when the contract is sending for signature, the stage will be the e-signature process. Okay, now we are getting the mail from the Gmail for signatures. So we'll do the refresh here. So we got the signature from here. So we'll check here. So now we are getting the first signature for Burlington Textile. So I'm just going to review this document. Click on its signature. Okay, so once the document is assigned to me, I will just check that box and click on the continue. And yes, we are going to start the signature and click on the sign. Here, once I adapt and sign, so sign gets automatically register our document. So and also we have some few details here. So name is captured by the Raju and title is you have a title of any CEO, which is the editable fields. If you want to change, you can change in that. And sign date is automatically captured. So once I'll click the finish, I can complete these signatures. And so before clicking on the finish, so we have an option of other action. So here we have a option of others action. So if there is some changes which in this contract which needs to be made, what we could do. So we have an option of any print and sign, and we could assign to someone else or we could cancel it. So this document and again back. So to the legal team, and we could send it for signatures. So and we have an option of any decline to sign. So it means that the vendor is not happy with this contract which sends to you, or he needs to be changed. If he needs to change, so click on the decline to sign. The task is routed back to the legal. So this contract is back. So just now I'm going to click on the finishing step here. Okay, once I'll click on the finish, I can complete for signature. Okay, now I complete the signature. Now the contract will be goes to the XYZ corporation. So it should be in Outlook account. You could open the account here, and so and you're getting the mail for signatures. And now we are going to click on the review this document. So once you review this document, you can complete my signature process for XYZ. So click on the continue. So, so here I'm going to start the process and click on the sign. So the sign will be the automatically captured here. And see, we have a few details here. Name is captured as a Seema and title is associate consider. These fields are editable fields, and also date will be the captured here. So everything is done here. Okay. So now I'm going to click on the finish. So I can complete this signature part. Okay, now you are going to get a mail from the Outlook. So both the person have done signatures. So this is the completed for signature account. Okay. Okay, next we are going to move on to the create a third party contract. So click on the drop down menu. So we have an option of a create a contract. Okay, as per Capstone guidelines, so we are going to create a contract on third party. So in that third party as per the recording of the third party contract will be goes to the sales manager approval. So now I'm going to click on the create a third party contract. Okay, as we selected of the Burlington textile, these informations are populated from the intake form. And so what are the values are coming here? This entire information is not coming to the DocuSign CLM. The information is coming to the opportunity page from that Salesforce to DocuSign CLM. So here we have information of the contract informations. So the effective date will be the capture by the today's date, and the customer name is Burlington Textile, street, city is Burlington, state, country, postal code. This all the information will be the populated from the opportunity page from the Salesforce environment. And so we have an option of a department. So we have a different fields, we have to want to select any of the fields. And coming to below we have a contact information and XYZ corporation information. So contact information is the client. We are going to sending the contract for the signature purpose, and XYZ is the company for which I am working for that. So we have a option here. These fields are editable fields, and we can edit the signatory name, signatory title, and signatory email. Any point of the time we can edit. So here all the informations are filled into the field. Now we are going to click, so we have in options. So here we are going to drop and drag and drop here and click on the selected file. Click on the desktop. So we have going to upload the sample third party of the contract. So open. So all the informations are done here. So updated here. So let's move on to the save. Okay, once you click on the save, the contract is going to the saving. So as per Capstone guidelines, the third party will contract will be goes to the sales manager approval. So let's move on to the DocuSign CLM environment. Okay, this is my task menu. So we are going to refresh this. The task will be the sales team. Okay, the task was registered under the task folder. We are also get a email notification which also mentioned that the legal person has been reminded that this is the particular document or contract with- for ready for review, and either you could log into your DocuSign CLM and you have a you just open your Outlook account and you are getting the email. So you could directly use this particular link and you can log in the DocuSign CLM. So here our task window will be the opening the sales team. So click on the sales. The third party contract will be goes to the sales manager approval. So click on the sales manager approval. So here we have an options approve and reject. So the sales manager is going to approve these documents. Click on the approve here. So approved. So let's move on to the complete. Okay, once the sales manager will be the approve this document, the document will be the goes to the legal team. So click on the legal team. So open the legal team here. Here the legal person is not okay these documents. So he's having an option of the cancel the workflow. So click on the complete here. So here we are going to click on the refresh. Okay, once the completing of the third party contract, So as per guidelines, the standard template will be the goes to the legal team. So let's move on to the workflow activity here. So click on the admin tab. So as per guidelines, Capstone guidelines, so here we are going to check the workflow activity here. So here the first one is the third party contract. So the status was completed here, and second one is the standard template contract. So this is also status both are completed here. So these workflow are showing both are completed. So now I'm just open the configuration window. So click on the configuration window. Okay, this is the sales workflow. So here we are going to using by the Capstone project. So now I just open the sales workflow here. As per Capstone guidelines, here I'm going to create a sales workflow. So here the very first step is start step, and the lane is apply the attributes in the start the workflow very step here. Okay, and here we are going to the initialize the variables. So click on the initial variables. Here we are going to updating the customer name and customer type. Okay, let's move on to the second thing is update the information. So here we are going to updating the information called as a customer name, and let we could see the workflow activity. The customer name is going to execute it. So and the third step is update variable value to, and here so we are updating the rest of the variables which we are using this like city, street, state, postal code, effective date, and signatory, XYZ signature name, signature email, contract, signature name. So these uh, all these the updating the variables we are going to use these all those things, and so next step is we are going to click on the update the document of the metadata value one here. So here this step will be help to the update the document of the metadata to the contract. All the attributes is attached to this document, and the next step is so the update variable from CSV1. Here we are going to initializing the approver variable based on the department. So here I'm going to use by the CSV file where I am updating the department approval. We are updating the variable from the CSV file so that we can update the department of the approval. So next step we are going to move on the find the document. So this will be basically find my e-form and set the path also. So the next step will be the going to the update variable value 3. So this is nothing but we are going to initializing the configuration e-form configure e-form of variables. Here I'm going to initializing by the variables. So next, so here we are going to initialize the subject body and all those things here. So in this workflow. So next step is going to the rule 1. So with the help of the condition, we can determine whether the contract is going to the third party upload or the standard template. So if a third party, if the contract will be goes to the third party, it will be goes to the false path. The contract will be the goes to the standard template, will goes to the path. Okay, if it will be the going, if the contract will be goes to the third party, so it will update the document keyword, and it also update the document description here, and update the Salesforce Salesforce step here under the stage name of the Salesforce is automatically update from the sales manager approval, and it will goes to the sales manager approval. It also approve or reject. We have an option here. So if it is rejected, it is going to the finishing step. If it is approved, it goes to the update the Salesforce. And once the update the Salesforce, it has to goes to the legal review stage. And so here, so we have a legal review stage. So this is for a capstone guidelines. We are going to, legal will be having authority of the sending this contract of the 4 different places. So here we'll go click on the legal review. So here we have an option of the 4 different persons. The contract will be the goes to the different places. So click on cancel. So legal can send the document for the internal review, vendor review, and signature, and cancel the workflow. So here we have a 4 option. This is the authority of the legal review. Okay, if the document is sending for the internal review, it goes to the update the document keyword, and this will be the update by the document description, and it will also update by the Salesforce stage, and it will goes to the internal reviewer, and it will be the update the Salesforce steps under the state name of the Salesforce, and we also taken care of the exception handling. If the action is completed, it will go to the legal review, or if action is rejected, it's again go back to the legal review. So here we are done, and also we are taking care of the exception handling. And the next step here after internal review, we have an external review. Nothing but send out the vendor review. So the document is sending for the external review. So here we have an option of an update document keywords. So here we are going to update going to the description, and it will be the update the document description here, and it will also update the Salesforce steps under the state name of the Salesforce here. So once you click on the external review, okay, once the document sending for the external review, so we have an option of, we have a 2 option. One is the so completed with the document and completed without documents. So here we are going to update it by the newer version, and we are also taking care of the exception handling as well as here. So here once the document is completed with the with document is, it will be goes to the legal review, and completed without document also again it goes back to the legal review, and we also taking care of the exception handling. Once the document is sending for the e-signature process, so here we are going to the update the Salesforce step under the state name of the Salesforce as a e-signature, and here we are going to update the document as a descriptions. So once the update the document as a description, it will be the document of the document is sending for the e-signature process. We have a signer signature of the document, so which will be stored into the system and update by the sign date. So once the contract is the signature part, if it is rejected or if it is cancelled, if it is failed, it will be goes back to the legal review, and once the signature part is going to sign, it will be the update the document keyword and updated by the Salesforce steps and updated by the variables and update the document from the metadata, and it will goes to the finishing step. So now I'm going to explain by the third party workflow. So here we have already we explained. So these fields. So here this is the rule one. So here the rule one, with the help of the condition, we have determined that whether the contract is going to third party or standard template. If it is the third party, it will goes to the false path, and here going to update by the step description and also updated by the Salesforce step here under the stage name of the Salesforce is automatically updated here. So automatically updated to the sales manager approvals, and the sales manager will be goes to the if it is rejected, it will be goes to the finishing step. Once it is going to upload, it will goes back to the legal review. If the legal person is not okay in this for the contract, so he's having an option of the cancel the workflow. Once he is in cancel the workflow, so it will be goes on finishing step. Okay, this is the workflow what we have created for the Capstone project. So this is the workflow as per Capstone guidelines we have created in the DocuSign CLM. So now we are going to the Salesforce environment, and also wanted to show the document is saved in this environment. So that I need to go to the document step, documents in the document CLM environments. So here I'm going to click on the other sources. So under the click on the other sources, so we have a Salesforce option. So under Salesforce, we have to click on account. So here we have a Burlington Textile Corporation. So under the Burlington, we have an opportunity. So click on the Burlington Textile. So here we have a signed document saved, and also we have a size and description of the uh, this third party contract and standard template. So this is the standard template already signed. So and the sales manager approval for the third party contract. So here I'm going to quickly open the signed document here. So we'll show the document has been signed. So both the person have done sign. So I will quickly go through the attribute field here. So here the name is captured, the standard template, the description is signed. So here this attribute field, street, city, state, these are already updated. The effective date is today's date captured, count, and even signed date also going to update it here. Once the signature process is completed, it will be the captured by the sign date. So these are how the document is saved. So this signer date is updated here in the document as per the Capstone guidelines provided by the DocuSign. So here we will check here. So here both the person have done signature. Okay, so next step we will talk about user management was being mentioned out of clearly. Let's go to our DocuSign environment and we'll start one by one here. So very first step thing is dashboard on this. So click on the dashboard here. So this is the dashboard which will create our own dashboard. In add the fields we have options. So here we add the fields. In that add the fields, so we have option white gate and dashboard. So click on the white gate. Okay, if you click on the white gate, so we have around 6 types of the wide gates to add your account. So to add your documents, sorry. So here we are going to adding the folder is which contains access the contents of any specified folder and adding by the folder watch lists. So it contains keep an eye on the documents in the specified folder. So adding my watch list, it contains so what the documents were selected during the workflow configuration. So adding the recent documents. So we can it contains view the 10 most recent accessed documents, and finally we adding by the report. So we can it contains so select and display the any type of the reports here. So these are the white gates. So we are going to add into the our dashboard environment here. So this is for dashboard. So click on here. So we'll check here. This is the report. So I'm going to open. So here we have an options. So so we have an options of a report. What type of the report we are going to use here. So click on any of the reports. So this is the report we are using for as Capstone guidelines we have created here. So click on the apply. So click on the save. Okay, this is the workflow. So what are all the things here? You're going to update start date, last date, status, initiated, duration. So all the documents name, expected completion, all the informations are updated here. So this is our dashboard. So we can add this like our environment. Okay, now we have a one more option in add, nothing but dashboard. So if you want to create a dashboard, you need to click on that dashboard account. So let's wait up until it loads up, and here you can name as the dashboard name. I'll give Seema. So here I'm going to give a name as a Seema for this new dashboard. Here in the visibility, so we have a two options. One is a personal dashboard, another one is a shared dashboard. So if I select personal dashboard, it will be the only visible for me whenever the login to CLM environment, it only visible to me. But I have a option of a shared dashboard. If I select the shared dashboard, I can share this document to the user of the system. Here we have an icon of a human. So I'm going to click on that here. So if I select, I can add user in this system. So I can assign to the group as well as so that these people who are inside this group can also view this dashboard and also separate users also. So this is the way we are going to keep this dashboard to share as well as personal for my case. So you can cancel on that. So I have an option on this set this dashboard as a my personal default dashboard. So I said this is my default dashboard will be the replaced this, and this would be the personal default dashboards. So that's all we could create the dashboard in environment. So next step is the we're going to move for the documents. Okay, so here we'll move on to the documents. So here we have a documents and we have a options. You have upload, create, download. So upload, create. So under the new create under the new bookmark, we have a option of new folder, and we have option download. And as per our needs, we have to create the folders, documents here. And so these are the documents. Let's move on to the task window. Okay, once the task is assigned to you, it could be the displayed in the task window. If the task is assigned to the task group, it will be follow the internal, legal, and the sales team also, which we have created. So these are the task window. Next thing, we are going to move on to the reporting. So as per Capstone guideline, we have created the reports of the completion of time and attributes here. So let's open on this attributes field. Okay, this is our attribute reports created for Capstone guidelines. So this is the document name, description, created date, department, customer name, city, postal code, state, street, effective date. So all the information is updated. If you want to edit, so we have an option of the action menu. You can do the edit option. And in this filter, so if you want to add any other filter, we have an option of add a filter. And we have an option of the drop down menu. If you add any of the filter, you can add this filter. And we have an option here. So if you want to add any columns, so in this report here we have an option here. And we have an option on add columns. So if you want to capture any other columns, we have to select in this add the columns. So here we have done everything here. So click on the cancel and preview the report. Okay, this is the attribute report information. This report is created to capture the attribute information with respect to the document. So we'll save it is. Back to the all the reports. So this is the one of the report as per Capstone guidelines. We have created average completion time. Okay, okay. This is the report of the average completion time. This will be the captured by the start date, last date, status, current stages, initiated by current assigned person, duration, and time in current stages, document, expected completion. Okay, these all the information will be the captured by this average completion time with respect to the document. So back to the all the reports. Okay, next move on to the admin tab. Let's move on to the document generation here. So here we have created the Salesforce contract as per Capstone guideline. We are going to create this configuration window as a name as a Salesforce contract. So here we have a created two templates. One is a created third party contract. Another one is created standard template. So these two contract will be the we are going to use by the Salesforce sales as a workflow. These two contract will be the launch this sales workflow as per Capstone guidelines. We are going to create this workflow, and this will be the contract will be the captured by the all the information in the Salesforce environment with the opportunity page. So everything's updated here. So as per Capstone guidelines, we are going to create it by the document generation configuration. So click on the save. Let's move on to the form. Here we have created the two forms. One is the contract capstone. So second one is the DocuSign capstone. Third party of the approval. First one is we are going to open contract capstone. So this is the contract type. So the name is a standard template. As we are understood, this is the hidden field. Okay, this is the effective date will be the captured by the today's date. The customer name will be these fields will be the linked with the Salesforce environment and street, city, state, country, postal code. These all the information will be the linked with the Salesforce, and we have a department fields. We have a drop down menu. We have a different fields here, and and we have a um, two information. One is two below we have a contract information and XYZ corporation. The information will goes to the client party, and XYZ corporation nothing but, so I'm working in that company. So and these fields signatory name, signatory title, signatory email. These fields are editable fields. At any point of the time you can edit in these fields. So this is for standard template form we have created for the capstone guidelines. So the second thing is third party of the approval. So this is the contact type is third party of the approval. So as we understand, this is for hidden field. So the effective date is will captured by the today's date. The customer name will be the linked with the Salesforce object, and street, city, state, country, postal code. These all the things will be the linked with by the Salesforce, and department we have an option. So we have a drop-down menu. We have a different fields here, and contact information and XYZ corporation are these two information we have created here. So these three fields are editable fields. At any point of the time we can edit by the signature name, signature title, and signature email. Okay, this is the third party of the template we have created here. So third party template approval form. So click on the cancel here. Okay, next we are moving from e-form. So e-form nothing but task assignment email setting is nothing but assign the emails and sends to the emails. Okay, let's move on to the workflow. So as per guidelines, we have created the workflow here, and here we have two templates. The both the activity are completed here. So both standard template and the third party template, both the activities the status is showing the completed, and configurations window. The sales workflow will be the created for this capstone project. So previously we are explaining that part. So let's move on to the attributes. So here we have created two attributes groups for this capstone project. One is the address and another one is the general details. So first thing is we'll open this attribute group name is address. So this is the address of the attributes. Here we have created street, city, state, postal code. If you want to add any of the field, you can add this field. You have a option of the add field. You just we have a option of the string. So any type of the string you can select, and so you can you have a checkbox of any of the required read only repeatable if you want to add any of the new fields. So you have an option of the delete field. So click on the delete. So save. And so we have another attribute group is general details. So here we have created effective date, customer name, sign date, department. These are the general details of the attribute groups. So click on cancel. Okay, next we are going to move on the user management. So click on the users. So in this users, so Seema, Manjuna, Seema is the, so myself, I'm going to the user in this DocuSign CLM environment. So here the CLM admin. Okay, let's move on to the task group. Okay, based on the Capstone guidelines, we have created the three task group. One is the internal team, legal team, and sales team. Okay, let's move on to the account setting. So in this account setting, so the language is enabled is captured by the one item, and language is captured by the as a English as a default. So as, so here we can make any changes as per our needs. So this is for account and settings. And next, click on to the deployment. So as per Capstone guidelines, I'm going to click explain this deployment feed. So this is, so if you want to deploy this package from the UAT to the broad, you have to create a new package here. So what work I have completed is mentioned. Just select from these details which we have. So we name here, we could create a package. So click on the new package. List 4. Okay, write the name here, and we have a description here. So we have a option is a auto install package. So we don't want to check here. Checking is automatically install the package as soon as you move into the CLM or the production environment. So override the existing object means is a similar name of the object present for the existing in the production environment. If you want to try to move the document here, will be the override here. So include the account setting is basically their account setting. They have a time zone and other things we don't want to check this as well as, and we have a option and they include the account branding preference. So we get it enable the back or check back if you have any account preferences, and we have also account automation and navigations. So here when we having the custom, when you have an option, you can also the back to deploy the environment. Just click on this checkbox. So now I would just select a folder. So by clicking on the select a folder here, so I will select as a admin. So select in admin. So I'm going to deploy this production to this environment. Click on the select. Okay, once you click on the admin folder, so we'll select on the admin folder, then I'm going to click on the attribute group. So I want to deploy add in general address and general details. So I will include both of these checkbox here. And the third thing is the thing about groups. So is enabled by deploy as per project. So I'm selecting all the groups here. And to deploy in the production of the environment. Now I'm going to the moving to the form. So we just have a task assignment email form. So we just select this checkbox here, and we have a report. here. So which is created for this project attribute reports and average completion report. So checks as per the project I'm going to selecting here. And since I'm going to using by the moving for the workflow here, we are using this for this project. We are using by the sales workflow. So I'm going to checkbox here. Next, moving to the task group. So we have created the three task group. One is internal team, legal teams, sales team. So I'm going to check the all the three groups here. So we have a document generation form configuration. So as per Capstone project, we have a created from the Salesforce contract. So I'm going to select this checkbox for this project. So which we are using this projects. And here we are not using by the smart rules and reminders and delegated permissions. We are not selecting in that. So and below we have a security groups and attribute groups, and we have a option for choose the store the location here. So by default it goes to stores in the all the access here. So and we have a flexible to select the store the location. So click on the storage location here. So and okay, under the user we have a all access. Click on that and select. Okay, once the package will be going to click on the save, it will be automatically stored into the package. So click on the save and your package has created here. So you will get the email notification as package has been created. So your configuration package is ready. So here we are going to click on the DocuSign CLM. Click on the admin tab. So we are going to talk about the users and groups here. So here we are going to click on the users in group. So I will move on to the admin selection. So click. So here we are going to click on the account user. So we can know the how many users are there in this system. So here in this account, so users have a, I am only single user in this account. So if you have a many account user, we could see here in this window. So now I'm going back again, click on the groups here. Okay, these are the groups we have created linked with the training account. And let's move on to the CLM account. So now we are going to show this package is ready for in this Outlook here. See here the configuration package is ready. And directly routing the view into the package. So click on to the DocuSign CLM account here. So click on the users. So we have an all access. So under the all access, we have a created by the test package here. So test package is test 4 package we have created here. So once the test package is created, you have to do the download. You have an option of an download, check-in, checkout, history, cut, copy, and these are the options we have. the local system. Once the production system is available, you just move on to this package through the production environment. So how the deployment will be the taken care in this production environment. So so I select this one. So I have covered all the points as mentioned in this capstone guidelines. Please let me know if I have missed anything so that I can record it. Thank you.